Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by today. We are going to get started on a little elf here, and we're going to get him painted up. And I got things everywhere. We're going to get him painted up this morning. So bear with me for just a second. Forgot to do something. We may have to do this in two parts. I'm waiting for a notice. If I get it, I need to take off, but I'll come back and then we can finish it. So either way, we're gonna get it done today. So I hope you guys are all doing good on this Monday morning. We're just amazingly cruising through the month of December already. It always seems like it always goes so fast. But let's get started. So I got this cute elf on an ornament. We are gonna get busy working on him. I'm gonna get started. I need a little white. I'm gonna put that little piece of white down first. I hope you guys all had a good weekend. It was fast, but it was amazing, right? And we did get more snow, amazingly enough. Not really, but I think I want to use this one. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me or who are new here, my name is Sherry. I'm the owner and creator of Bluebrook Designs. We will be making a lot of things together, so I hope you'll stop by, watch this replay, come back, join again, hang out, be part of the group, right? So I'm just putting this white on first because I want that to dry and all the colors around it are darker, and I usually try to do the lighter colors first, but I mean, sometimes it doesn't happen, right? And I'm just going around painting the edge, the color that's right there, just gives it a little bit more of a finished look. And that's the first part on our elf. I'm gonna adjust this just a little bit. I moved it around the other day and like this just a little bit better. Okay, so let's move on to, oops. Okay, let's move on to, what do I want to do next? I'm going to do the gray on the hanger for the ornament. That's another like color. I have this gray mixed up from, we actually used this for the wisps in Santa's beard the other day for the Santa we painted, and it worked out perfect. I knew I would use it on more Santas, but I also knew I'd use it for other things. So rather than buy separate gray, I usually mix, you know, based on what I want or what I usually use or what fits for the design. Whatever works, right? So I've had a busy day already today. Can't believe how busy it's been. I mean, Monday mornings can be crazy, but it hasn't necessarily been crazy. It's just been really busy. Really busy. and just doing the edge with the corresponding color just gives a little bit, excuse me, more of a finished look. All right. I don't know, here it is. Couldn't find the lid. So now let's get into, I'm probably gonna use a little bit, oh, I see one spot of white that I forgot. So we're gonna use a different color on the legs, but we're gonna go ahead and get the white base down so that can dry before we put the other color on. And I'm kind of holding my breath because usually I like to use where the paint clothes I painted in prior on a live or when I'm working, but it's kind of been one stop to another today, so I decided to just take the chance and run. Hopefully I can be a little bit neater. I'm not sure it's necessarily neatness, but in a way I suppose it is. Okay, I think that's our only white spots. The other thing I'm gonna do is do the face, which I'm gonna use this, my favorite color for doing lighter facial colors, you know, skin tones, I guess is what I should say. That's what I really meant. Is this buttermilk color. I love this color for a lot of things, but I use it a lot for this type of thing in particular. Get all these base colors done, and then we'll move into the greens and the reds and the other. Now, would you keep this, would you keep an elf if it was up to you? We are going to do this very traditional colors, but could you see an elf as a different color combo? Could you see an elf as a more pastel? Like, what would be your decorating choices? Alrighty, we got that done. Now let's jump into green. Probably not the best way to do this, but you know, it works, so what you gonna do? If it works, it works. There we go. I'm gonna pour some over here. There we go. That's plenty for what we're doing, I think. All right, so like I said, I usually start with the lighter colors, as long as I remember, and then we go into other colors from there. I'm just gonna use a little different brush. So we're going to start with the top of his hat up here. Now, if you like to paint and you never use or haven't used or would consider using these silicone ice cube trays, I would suggest them. They work great, especially if you are, you know, using a little more paint than not on your projects. You're doing more than one of the same project, that kind of thing. And if I'm gonna do a lot, use a lot of a certain color, it's a color that I'm mixing or just a color I'm taking out of the bottle that I'm using a lot, I will put it in one of these condiment containers because there's just a little bit more space in there, right? I did recently buy some different silicone containers that I don't have right here with me right now, but I can pull out and show in a different live. Because they're a little bit bigger version of these, so they'll be great for getting a lot of paint in there, right? Okay, so then we are gonna go to the center part of the ornament here. We'll come back over this later. I should probably use a bigger brush for this. We'll come back over this later because we are going to add something over this green, but this is just getting our base in here. We're going to go with red below and above the center part that's green. go right over the boot there for the little slipper, because part of that's going to be green anyway, so guess we need a little more paint than I thought we needed. I'll be. Again, getting those edges so we get that nice, clean, finished look on the sides. You don't have to do that. That's just something I like to do. You know, everybody has their own way of doing stuff. It's just something I like to do. Okay. Before I do that, okay. So now let's add a little red. It's about time to change the paint water. All right, so we are going to, not that one, we are going to go with, where's my red that I had here? I think it's this one. I'm gonna go with this red. Here, I thought I was gonna do really good with not getting any paint on me, and the red may do me in. If something's gonna do it, it's gonna be the red. Okay, just gonna paint the edges over here. Now we'll do the top of the ornament. Let's get the other side of the ornament. Now if I just get the red on my hands only, we'll be good, right? And not on my sweater or my pants, hopefully. All right. So we are going to stop here because I have to run and be gone quick for a little bit. And when I come back, we are going to go ahead and finish the rest of this elf on the ornament, and we're going to hand letter it. It does say fa la la at the bottom down here. So it's super cute. And I can't wait to come back and finish it with you guys. Appreciate you joining me while we got this part started. And I will see you a little bit later today. Thank you.